We are now on question 775, asked by the Honorable the Reverend Meshoe to the Minister in the Presidency for Women, Youth and Persons with Disabilities. The Honorable Minister.
Thank you, House Chair. Yes, there is some level of improvement in the quality of life and employment opportunities for persons with disabilities. We are, however, progressing slower than we would have loved to, and therefore there is a need to upscale and intensify programs to ensure that persons with disabilities access economic opportunities, including employment. The department undertook a process to ensure that the APP's annual performance plans of departments are disability inclusive, and furthermore, monitors the implementation of the white paper on the rights of persons with disabilities. The response shows slow progress, and therefore there is a need to employ more interventions to assist departments in this regard. On youth, there is some level of improvement on the quality of life, of employment of youth, of young people in this country. The sixth administration came into office, as you may recall, in 2019, and has been faced with several external challenges, which includes COVID-19 pandemic, the July 2021 unrest, and devastating floods in KwaZulu-Natal and Eastern Cape. Despite these setbacks, the government has achieved the following for youth employment under the banner of the Presidential Youth Employment Intervention, which is a priority program for this sixth administration. 2.9 million young people have been registered as the SA Youth Platform, and 558 opportunity partners are listing opportunities on the platform. 358,738 young people are securing earning opportunities on SA Youth. 69% of the opportunities are filled by young women. 30,735 young people received non-financial support from the NYDA and received the support from the Department of Small Business Development. 7,530 received financial support, with 75% of these beneficiaries residing in their own townships on rural areas. 287,000 young people having been placed as teachers' assistants and general assistants. The Social Employment Fund has employed 25,000 young people. The Revitalized Youth Service has taken 42,000 young people who are earning an income, growing their skills and employability, and making an impact in their communities. 3,000 graduates have been employed as graduate assistants. 26 public universities are there to address graduate employment. 250 interns have been employed in the Department of Employment and Labor Centers. 1,650 Enviro champions are working in the Water Research Commission program. The latest quarterly labor force survey results suggest that the number of employed young people has increased for a second quarter in a row. While there is the highest this has been the highest in the past 2 years. This slight of bounce back is a cause for cautious optimism as employment remains considerably lower than lockdown, the time of the pre-lockdown.
Thank you.
Higher employment.
Honorable Minister,
Okay.
thank you very much. I've already used Rule 142, number 3, to give you extra time. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
The Honorable Moruti Meshoe.
Thank you, House Chairperson, and thank you, Honorable Minister, for your reply. According to Stats South Africa, youth unemployment in South Africa is at 66.5%. No society can expect to grow or thrive when the vast majority of its young people are out of work. It is reported that 370,000 jobs were created in the first quarter of 2022, but we are not told how many of those jobs created went to youth or people living with disabilities. Furthermore, 3.7 million young people from 15 to 24 years are not in employment, education, or training. Fewer than 1% of those employed by the civil service are people living with disabilities, although people living with disabilities make up about 7% of our population. What is the Ministry of Women, Youth, and Persons living with disabilities in the Presidency doing with respect to encouraging other departments to make our youth and people living with disabilities more employable? For example, by ensuring that children with disabilities receive decent schooling and that youth who are not in employment, education, or training have the opportunity to take up apprenticeships. Thank you.
Thank you. The Honorable, the Minister.
Thank you, Honorable House Chair and Honorable Meshoe. We have earned our freedom 28 years ago. We have never been found claiming that we will have resolved all our problems in that period of time. We were the first to come out to say youth unemployment is a problem. The economic situation that South Africa is undergoing post-COVID is global. As indicated in my inputs, improving the quality of life of the disabled people, youth, and women, and advocating for their advancement is what we do daily. Advocacy for the most vulnerable in our society. Improving the quality, therefore all the programs we provide are to improve the quality of life of these vulnerable members of our society that I've referred to. However, as you indicated, the quality of life has international indicators. Therefore, we need to take a whole government and society approach to improve the quality of women, youth, and persons with disabilities. What is key is to implement the programs for social cohesion and nation building that starts from our families, our communities, our smaller municipalities, our districts, and our provinces, and all stakeholders, including the church.
Thank you.